Okay, now I'm recording. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my good friend Kennedy.
Hi. That
you have heard about in like literally the past 3 videos because we are here in our studio and I'm really excited to be a part of Kennedy's debut on YouTube. It's a whole different world on here. I was like, you might think I'm acting crazy, but yeah, here we are. And what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about if sorority life is right for you.
Hey, and I've been having so many questions on how I picked my sorority, why I joined a sorority, just like all that, and we're kind of gonna be covering everything in this video. And we don't really have an outline, so I'm so sorry if we're a little scatterbrained and like kind of get too into our topics. Also, I bought a new memory card, but I left it at home, and this video is also gonna turn off every 7 seconds. So if it looks a little too edited. So as I was saying, if we look a little flustered, it's because we have to like rewind what we just said so that it makes sense for you guys. So yeah, is sorority life right for you? And this is something that I struggled with a really long time. Like thinking about if I wanted to join a sorority because my roommate wasn't, and none of my friends from high school like were joining the sorority, and I was like, I feel like I've always been a part of like a really like girly group. Personally, I was in dance team, cheerleading, gymnastics all my life, so I always had a good like kind of like badass group of girls, and I was going to college without that, and like I was always a part of extracurriculars, but I didn't have anything like that in college, and I really like to be busy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rush and see. I was like, I'm just gonna see what the first couple days are like. I might just drop out if I don't like it, if it's too girly for me.
I think it's cool we're doing the video together because we have 2 like really different backgrounds.
Way different, yeah.
I like went to high school and had not a lot of female friends. I went to a really small school, so most of the people me and like 2 of my close girlfriends hung out with were guys. So coming into college, thinking about joining a sorority was like really overwhelming to me, thinking about gonna be like around a lot of girls.
100 girls.
Yeah, like it sounds like so much drama and just
so
like,
many like evil eyes. I feel like everyone has just a resting bitch face. Like
so like come into college and think about joining Greek life and like hundreds of girls, that's very intimidating, you know, especially we live in such a like girl hate girl culture. And so I was hesitant. I actually didn't go through formal recruitment. I did like an informal thing, and
which, just to clarify, regular recruitment is in usually like at our college. We go to University of Cincinnati. It's in the fall. And if you don't have as many members as you're allowed to have by the spring, sometimes chapters will do informal recruitment. So they'll just do a little like meet and greet like randomly at like Tuesday night dinners or like throughout the week with the girls who are interested in informal rushing. And so like it's a whole different experience for informal and formal. I went formal, she went informal, but yeah.
And so I had a friend from high school that was in this sorority, Theta Phi, which we're in, and that's how I heard about it. And I joined, and right off the bat, I feel like I knew that it was different than the stereotypes I've been presented with, but not necessarily still sure that it was for me. Mm-hmm. It definitely took a lot of getting to know everyone, and just like the more dinners, the more events you go to, like the more people you meet.
So like for me, I had a little weird experience because I didn't go to the whole formal recruitment because I had to be out of town for one of the weekends, which like I was actually really sad about because I wanted to be able to go to every house and see the house tours and you know, see everyone's philanthropy and stuff, but I could only go to 3 houses, which is a blessing and a curse because I knew a couple girls in Theta Phi from 3 nights before. I hadn't met him like, and except for 3 nights before. My friend was hanging out with her friend and she was telling me about how she's in Theta Phi, and I tried to like ask her about sorority life and stuff. So I got to go to like Theta Phi, Chi O, and Gamma Phi, I think it was, and I enjoyed all of them, but I'm the type of person who, like, you might not know this, but like I feel like when you first get to know me, I'm very shy, or like I almost like just don't go out of my way to get to know people.
You're definitely not as outgoing.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, once you're friends with me, I'm hella outgoing.
It's like a
obviously
total 360.
Yeah, but like
you're like nice. You're just not like, oh, OMG, hi.
I'm not, hi, I'm Sarah, nice to meet you. These are the 3 things about me. I'm just like, I sit in my corner, and then if I find out someone's like really cool, and my friend will be like, hey, like this is my other friend that's really cool, and then I'll be like, okay, come over, and then like we'll all hang out and it'll be fine. But I don't know, it's just like, I feel like talking to random girls through recruitment was like a lot for me, and I didn't know how I felt about it at first because I feel like I was almost forced to have a fake smile throughout the whole thing. You know, random girls talking to you, they're not judging you with the negative connotation, but they're judging you. It's literally what recruitment is. Like, they're seeing if they want you to be in like the sorority that they're in, and seeing if you fit in. Like, you know, you never know what the real stereotypes are.
Yeah, that's very nerve-wracking to like walk into.
Yeah, which is the next thing I want to touch base on. I just don't think that you guys should stay away from sorority life because of stereotypes.
Yeah, don't let them like scare you off. There are them, so many of them.
I almost didn't want to brush just because I was like, I am not a sorority girl, and I know when people look at sorority girls, they're like, or girls in sorority, they're like, oh, they're such a sorority girl, like blah blah blah, and I didn't want people to look at me and be like, oh, that sorority girl. I always wanted to be like that more like trendy girl, and rather than like that like girly girl.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big stereotype that like everyone that's in a sorority is like very out of touch and like self-absorbed and just cares about frat parties,
like
and
tans, like.
First of all, on the general sense, overall sorority stereotypes, like they're about so much more than parties and socials. Like the philanthropy you get involved in, the things they make you do on campus, the GPAs, the GPA you have to uphold, like they care about. Yeah, they care about like forming you for your future and preparing you for the rest of your life.
For example, in my sorority, like if you have a 3.4 or higher, you get that much money back to spend on gear for your sororities. So like being in a sorority almost like pushes me to want to do better in school so I can get free money. Like, but like
$34 for having a 3.4. Like,
yeah,
that's a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a hat.
That's so good. Yeah. It's just like a lot of girls encouraging other girls, and I don't think that that's what people realize. I feel like people go in a house of girls and they're like, oh, there's gonna be cliques, like there's going to be the mean girls of the sorority, and then there's gonna be the nice girls of the sorority, and then there's gonna be the ones in between. But I feel like at this point, there's no, if in your own sorority, there's like, at least in ours, there's no, I was just expecting like everyone to like kind of like be on edge, like about getting to know us, catty,
kind of like trying to compete with each other.
Yes.
But that's like something I was really surprised not to find, was that it's not a competition at all. Like everyone is happy for each other. Like, everyone is genuinely like wants you to succeed as much as they want themselves to succeed, and it's been so inspiring.
Especially just like in the society we're in now, like where female empowerment's like such a big thing. I feel like I'm being empowered every single day by these women that are my fake sisters. Like, I don't know, it's just the coolest concept.
As well as like the whole sorority thing has a stereotype. Each individual chapter can have its stereotype, and like since I didn't go through recruitment, I didn't really get to like think about this beforehand, but I know like Sarah dealt with it a lot.
Yeah, like I remember going into recruitment, you're supposed to be silent in the line because you're not supposed to sway someone else's decision, because as much as you would want to like see, this sounds so catty, but like see a pretty girl or like someone you think's really cool and like try to figure out what sorority they're going in to like go with them, or you know, figure out this like stereotypes for all the sororities to like know which one you belong in, when in reality like stereotypes are just not a thing. And if they are a thing, if they're talked about, it's for, at least in my opinion, for a funny aspect.
There are so many different types of females in our sorority, it's crazy. Like, I don't think that you could categorize 10 of us as being like fitting in a stereotype.
And it's not even like a sorority tries to morph you guys together. I feel like sororities almost encourage uniqueness because they want to have different inputs on everything, which is like something I'm really glad I'm on exec for right now, because I feel like my brain works differently than like half the girls in there, but that's like kind of what you need to have like a good working sorority, I feel like.
It's definitely like all kinds of input and people that are willing to listen to your input no matter like what level you're at, and I think that's really cool, especially in our sorority, is like doesn't matter if you're a freshman or you're a 5th year senior, like your opinion matters and like it's taken into consideration, which is really neat.
And I feel like a lot of people like going into their freshman year, they're either like for sure like I'm gonna rush, I'm that type of girl, or they're like no, like I'm thinking about it, but like probably not. And I feel like no matter what, the first year you join any type of organization, you're going to feel a little bit out of place. You have to kind of go out of your comfort zone and make sure that you're not letting that affect your decision to drop or anything like that, because like I said, I just wanted to drop so many times because I didn't feel that like initial connection. It's easier for like a cheer team because there's not that many girls. You can have one little summer party, get to know everything about each other. But you know, this is 100 girls, and just even introducing yourself to that many people like in one day is just like very overwhelming.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not gonna know all their names. You're not gonna know all their names for a while. And I feel like some people think it's like fake to be so excited about like joining a bunch of girls.
Especially since a lot of girls, especially in our sorority, are not those like fake excited girls.
No.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you look at sorority life like from the outside and you aren't in an organization yet, it looks very like weird that all these girls are like, oh my god, sister, like so close. And it's like, you met these girls a few months ago, and I like definitely had the same notion. All my friends in high school, or like my friends in high school said, it's like, don't join a sorority, like that's weird. Those girls are so
like,
annoying.
People still look at me weird when I tell them I'm in a sorority, and then I'm just like, I'm like, you don't understand, but this is us trying to get you guys to understand.
Yeah, I feel like I want to say it from a perspective of people that like didn't really think they were sorority girls, and a full year around, we just went through like prep week for recruitment, so this is like officially been in it for a year.
I'm excited.
And so much changes in a year. Like, girls that like looked crazy a year ago for like dancing up and down at bid day and like hugging a bunch of girls they had met one time during recruitment. I get it now. Like, it's so exciting to like, I am so excited.
You're like, you don't know what you have. It's like you don't realize how amazing it's gonna be until you're on the other side of recruitment, when you finally like get to know all your like the girls in your sorority, and you're finally that confident with it. And I'm not even saying, like, this video is not us trying to convince you to join a sorority. This is what me thinking that I shouldn't join a sorority found after I joined a sorority. Just had to put that out there.
Yeah, this isn't like if you're totally against it. Like, it's definitely like not for everybody. And like you said, we're not praising sorority life. It's just like, I feel like the experience we've had has made us, we've been so happy with it that like we want to share it.
I wouldn't have met this girl.
I know.
Like,
thank God.
So cute.
The experiences we've had, I want to share this with other people. Like, I want to encourage girls to go through recruitment because I am so happy with my home and with all the girls I have that support me every day. And I mean, it could be anything from like, I need help with the homework, okay, you can come over and study. I like made this cool thing, I'm like putting on an event, oh my god, okay, we'll come support you. Or like, oh my gosh, this girl hooked up with my boyfriend. Tell us who this girl is, girl. We are gonna back you. Like,
in our group message, it's like,
our group message,
dude, this person hooked up with my boyfriend. Where is she? Like, I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Yeah, we're like, get who is it now? Like, tell us. We'll find her. Like, find her on social media.
It's like, and it's like we're not best encouragement.
And okay, it's not like we go and like attack that girl. We're definitely not promoting that, but it's like so great to feel like, oh my god, like 100 girls are on my side. Like, if this girl tries to like throw a drink on me out at a party, like, I have girls that are here gonna support me. Like, if I get into anything, all these girls are here. So I feel like while we have had like an awesome experience, and been like really fortunate in the girls we've been surrounded with, obviously you are going to run into like the girls that fit the stereotypes, the catty like girls that want to talk about everybody and like only care about like materialistic things and stuff like that. And like the biggest thing I feel like is girls that want to like just trash other girls. And the best advice I can give when you encounter girls is just to like shut it down, like speak up and just be like, hey, like, there's no, like, literally, do you even know her? Like, or if you don't want to be that direct, say something like, I don't know her, so I have never even met her, she's never done something to me, so I'm not gonna join in like on this.
Kind of like make it awkward for like them
and
to like
continue,
be talking bad, because like I've had an experience where like a girl will come in and like talk about another girl, and I've straight up just gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't feel like talking bad right now. And it gets so awkward, and you're like, and it's like, good, like it should be awkward to talk bad about people.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say earlier, which I remember
Good, yes.
is that I was in a very serious relationship last year. Obviously, I have a whole video on it. And I was in a serious relationship and I already had my really close friends. I was like, this is a lot, this is like what I need or whatever. And then when I got broken up with, I was literally like, both my best friends have boyfriends now, and I was like, I literally don't know like what else I can put my time into. And a sorority, like being in a sorority, like helped me with that 100%, because I could go to any single girl or just text in a group message and be like, who's going out, who wants to get coffee, and at least 5 people will respond. And just coming out of a breakup where you spend like almost all your free time with that guy, it's just like the most comforting thing knowing that like these girls are your sisters, like these girls are going to be there for you, and you don't realize it until it happens and you're like, wow, like I'm so lucky that I am in a like placed with this many people that will support you no matter what. So that is it for this crazy video. And I know that it probably didn't make any sense, like we were very jumbled
all over the place.
We were turning on and off the camera, or it was turning off, but there you have it. This is why we joined our sorority, and this is why I think you guys should at least give it a chance. If you don't want to, obviously it's not your thing. You're probably not gonna be watching this video if you don't want to, but if you do, I really think you'll be able to get something out of it. I got my best friend Kennedy out of it. That was just so girly.
It was a lot, but it's true. You should try it. If you're even slightly interested in it, you should just give it a chance, because it could make your college experience so much different and so much better. And
yeah, you bet. You only have college one go around. You might as well try everything if you can. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace. Bye.
Since it was such a jumbled mess, if you have any specific questions, comment them below.
Because we're doing a part 2.
And Sarah and I will do part 2.
Hey. Bye.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this.
That was cute.